This is video number 274. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of time to put out 274 videos.
And we are the dreamers of dreams.
Living life, spinning like a merry-go-round. Traveling all around the world, you know we get around. Good vibes only. You know it's the one and only Justin Bravo. Yeah, that's my number one homie. Subscribe. Come on.
Yo, what's going on, Goat Gang? I hope you're having a great day. In fact, I hope you're having the greatest day of all time. Let me tell you, I always get in the comments and on Instagram and Twitter and all the things. Everybody's messaging me, asking me, Justin Bravo, what are you using? What do you use to vlog with? What's the tools? What is something that is your go-to camera, your go-to mic, your tripod, like all the things? And I'll tell you that I've been doing this thing for a little over a year now. And I've gone through every piece of equipment you can imagine. I've tried it all. I've tried all the things. I've tried different settings. I've tried different things. And I'm constantly updating and doing new stuff because I want the vlog to be the best it can be. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be the best it can. I want it to look the best. I want it to sound the best. I want it to be the most entertaining. I want it to be the greatest setup of all time. And I'm trying every day to do that and try to find new tools and new tricks. And I'll tell you that I've got even a new tool right now. I just bought, and you'll notice right now, I'm using a new lens, and it's a Sigma lens. It's an 18 by 35 1.8 art lens that Sigma puts out, and it's a fantastic lens. And what I like about it is, if you notice right now, I'm nice and crispy, I'm nice and in focus, and then everything else is kind of blurred out. It gives that a little bit more of a cinematic look. It has a little bit of depth of field, and that's what I like about it. So I had been using, for my Canon 80D, which is my main vlogging camera, I had been using this kit lens that it came with, which is a Canon 18-135. It has a little bit of a zoom on it, so you can get a little bit, you can drop that focal length back and forth, and that's really nice. I really like this lens, and for a kit lens, it's actually pretty dope. And you get it with the Canon 80D. You get the Canon 80D and the 18-135 for, I don't know, like $1,500-$1,600. And it's a good pickup. It's a great lens. You get a little bit of that depth of field. You get a little bit of that blurriness that you're getting. But the Sigma, I have to admit right now, I'm a lot happier with. It's a little bit more of a cinema lens. It's a little bit more, it can pick up low light. It's got that great blurry depth of field. And I'm really enjoying it. And it's really new to me right now. One thing I did find out, because I just went straight out the gate and I got this lens, I got a variable ND filter. And I can't show you right now, but basically it's on the front of the lens, and the way it works is I can twist it, it adjusts the darkness. It's like putting sunglasses on for your lens, and it's really good for outside work, and I'm really excited to get that. So right now I'm really happy with my setup. Like I said, I'm on the Canon 80D, and what I did also is I picked up Rode's new Video Mic Pro Plus. And what I like about the Video Mic Pro Plus is that it's got a lithium battery that you can recharge. It has auto on and off, because I've been shooting forever with the Rode Go, which is right here. And this is a great mic, and it comes with a video creator kit that you get on 80D. They're like $100, and they just run straight off your camera power. And I've used this forever. I switched over to the Pro because I think it's got a little bit cleaner audio. Since it has a battery, it has a little boost. It can do other things, and I really like the Pro Plus. The old Pro, the downside is if you forgot to turn it off, it wouldn't automatically turn off. And so people are always running out of batteries. It's always kind of a nightmare and a mess. But now, with this guy, it's auto on, it's auto off. It's just a really, really good mic, and I highly recommend it. They're $300, and I think it's worth the extra few bucks, and you get a nice crisp sound. You don't have to worry about batteries. It gets like 100 hours per charge. So the Video Mic Pro Plus, awesome pickup. One of the things that I start off, my very first vlogging camera was this guy right here, Canon G7X Mark II. It's pretty much everybody says is the go-to vlogging camera because it's got the selfie screen on it, and it's got a really nice lens, a low light, it sounds good. I really like the G7X Mark II, and I've been using it since the beginning. I don't use it as much anymore, and that's merely because I always have someone running the camera for me. And when someone's running the camera for me, Merrick or Lindley or one of the kids, whenever that's happening, it's, you know, the point and shoot, it doesn't have the same effect the DSLR has. So I really pretty much put the G7X Mark II to the side, unless I'm going into a concert or a movie or somewhere where it looks a little obnoxious bringing in a big DSLR. But for the most part, I still love this camera. It's still one of my favorite cameras because it's really, it's got a nice crisp image on it, and it's just a good overall, if you're starting off, I highly recommend picking up the Canon G7X Mark II. Check it out if you're starting in this game. If you've been doing it for a while and you already have the G7X Mark II and you want to upgrade your image, you want to upgrade the audio, check out the Canon 80D. I'm hoping that next year they'll pick up a Canon 90D. I think that would be the move. I hope that happens because I would like to see other things like higher frame rates, because right now I'm shooting at 60 frames per second and I like the way that looks, but to do slow motion, to do it right, I like that 120 frames per second. That's the advantage of Sony and the Panasonics and these other cameras, is they have a little bit higher frame rates. And of course they shoot 4K, but I don't think that's necessary for vlogging, at least not yet. Maybe one day it'll be a standard. Right now 1080p is just fine. But 60 frames per second is what I'm shooting at. Sony, Panasonic, they shoot at 120 and that's fantastic. And I would love that. I'm jealous of all that buttery slow motion that those cameras can do. And I'm hoping Canon 90D will have that eventually. I hope that when that comes out, we'll get the higher frame rates, 4K maybe, but really the frame rates is what I'm looking at. But for right now, that Canon 80D, it's really smooth, very silky. Besides cameras, besides lenses, one thing that I think that a lot of people are asking me is, as far as tripods. Not that I tripod a lot, but I've got various movie fluid head type tripods. I've got a little bit lighter Manfrotto travel pods. I've got the Joby. I've got the vlogger stick. Everybody always asks about. Now, I'll tell you that I don't do very much of this because, you know, I always have a cameraman. I have someone kind of operating the camera. But when I don't, and the other day, yesterday's vlog, when I was at the museum, I was using the Joby and I'm not really used to it. Like I haven't used it like in over, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months since I've had a selfie vlog. And I'll tell you that, you know, it was a little bit hard to get used to, but what I like about it is it does give you a little bit of an extension. It kind of pulls it back, especially if you're shooting on a lens that has an 18 millimeter focal point. At that, you kind of need to be back a little bit. So the Joby kind of helps out with that, and then you can use it for other tripod stuff, so you can bend it and move it around things. If you're using it for like a little point and shoot like the G7X Mark II, you can go with the plastic one, but if you're using a DSLR, I just spend the extra few bucks, get the DSLR one. It is so much stronger. It's so much tougher. It's not going to fall over. If you try to put a DSLR on that weaker plastic one, it's going to be a mess. There's nothing to grip onto because it's going to constantly fall over on you. So you need a little bit more rigid. You need that still Joby Gorilla Pod. And anyway, I highly recommend picking that up. And then another thing everyone always asks about is how to get the steady shots. And so there's a couple different ways to do that. And I've got a bunch of different gimbals. I've got iPhone gimbals. I've got GoPro Karma Grip gimbals. You know, you saw the other day the A2000. This is a DSLR stabilizer gimbal. There's just a bunch of ways you can to keep kind of a steady shot. And so I've used them all, I have them all, and just depending on the setup, what we're gonna do. I'm excited to do more stuff with the DSLR gimbal because I just got this one in. I think that this right here will allow us to do some really cool cinematic stuff, and I'm really pumped about the A2000 and everything the A2000 brings, because whenever I wanted to do a stabilizer shot, whenever I wanted to do something kind of smooth and buttery, I had to go to the GoPro, I had to go to the iPhone, which creates an okay image. But like, you know, if I'm using the 80D because I want it to look good, I wanted to keep that looking good, and I wanted to do that with, a DSLR stabilizer. So I feel really good about that. And oh, you know what I did forget? So it's not really lastly, my apologies, Go Gang, but is drones. And I've got all kinds of drones. I'm really big about portability, like I talked about a couple vlogs ago. There's the Mavic Pro. And it all fits in this nice little case, and that's pretty cool to be able to fit with you and take with you all the time. And I've really been using the Mavic Pro almost exclusively on the vlog until I got the Mavic Air. And you saw the video about the Mavic Air the other day. You know how much I love about this drone, and it all fits there, and it's a nice little tiny case. And drones just add a little bit more to it. And that's what about the vlog is. It's all about, combining all these little shots to put together a little movie of your day and what you got going on. And that's what I try to do each and every day, is putting out the movies, putting out the little videos, and kind of showing you everything going on. And now I edit everything on this MacBook Pro. I use Final Cut Pro, and I lay out the edits, all the audio and all the things, and I find all my music on SoundCloud, just depending on whatever artist I am at the time. And I just try to change that up and have some fresh stuff for the Goat Gang every time I put out a video. But anyway, that's what I got going on. That's what I vlog with. If you have any questions, I love helping creators out. I absolutely love it. Please email me, message me on Twitter, Insta, Facebook, whatever. Message me. I'd love to help you out, from how to promote your content, how to edit, how to put together, you know, the ideal vlogging setup. There's so many ways to do this, and I've really been doing it for a while now. This is video number 274. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of time to put out 274 videos. It really is a lot of work. And in that process, I've gotten better along the way, and it's allowed me to kind of try stuff. And that's the thing about me, is I'm always going to be trying stuff. I'm always going to say, let me see how that lens works. I'll just buy it. I'll try it out. So, you know, if you want to know, if you want to see the stuff, let me know, because I've gone through it. I've already spent the money, and I've already either lost out or gained on it. And I'd love just to give that experience to you, to the Goat Gang, to the Goat Gangsters. And I want to make sure that anybody out there, all my little guys are out there shooting videos, stuff like that, you know, send me the links. I'll check them out. I promise you, I always check out the videos. I always check the Goat Gang videos. And I want to make sure that, you know, if there's anything I can do to help you, you know I'm in. You know I'm there to help you be great, because I'm trying to be great, and we're trying to be the greatest of all time, baby. Also, if you haven't copped that merch yet, don't forget, justinbravo.com/shop. You can go get all this lovely goat merch. I got tons of it. I got all the hats. I got the shirts. I got the soft gray hoodies. I got some bags. I got everything. I'm working hard to make sure I got the greatest material. I got the greatest designs. I'm working with t-shirt designers. I've got everything laid out so that it can be good, because I want, just like the camera work, just like the lens, all the equipment, I want to make sure that I'm offering the best I can there too, because I want to have the greatest merch in the game. I really do, and I really want to do what I can to do that. And I get inspired by people, and I hope I inspire you. You know, the Casey Neistat's and the Logan Pauls of the world, you know how inspired I am by these guys. And I've used that inspiration to fuel me to get better with whatever aspect of YouTube videos that I'm doing. And I hope that I inspire you, and I hope that's what this whole movement about is, the aspire to inspire. So again, hope you're having a great day, Goat Gang, and go out, be that Goat Gangster, and be great all the time. Ooh. That's how you do it in one take.